James RB10 here, what is going on my army, and welcome to another tutorial video for all of you males watching the video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to be a basic bro. I'm sure you've heard numerous times about the term basic bitch and how easy it is to identify a basic bitch just for the way that they pose for photos on Instagram or Snapchat, where they basically they stand either like this or like this, lock one leg in position and have the other leg back there like that, turn around, take the photo with either hand and look in the mirror and smile. That's how they pose when they're in the gym and they're trying to show off their gains. Other times they might be facing forward with, again, one knee locked in position, the other out like that, hands on your hips, and yeah, again, taking the photo in the mirror with the hand. It's just so common, so middle class, but let me tell you, being basic is not restricted to just one gender, as I'm about to show you, with 6 signs of how to be a basic bro. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and let me know in the comments below what you think of girls who call themselves basic. It's kind of a debatable topic, so sound off in the comments below, but without any more chit chat, let's get into it. The first way to identify whether or not someone is a basic bro is whether or not they watch Game of Thrones. Me personally, I know loads of people who have watched all 7 series of Game of Thrones and are already really excited for season 8. So I probably belong to about the 1% of the entire male population in the UK who has never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones, and I don't intend to start watching them either because I'm worried that if I do watch one episode, I'll get completely drawn into the franchise and I'll just lose my entire life, pretty much, and can't afford for that to happen with my A-levels around the corner, so that's a no-go for me. In fact, the only reference I can make to Game of Thrones is the fact that it might be August, but it's cloudy out there, looks like it's been raining, so yeah, winter is coming. Another way to identify a basic bro is whether or not he has a beard or not. Me personally, if you look closer, you can see that I do have the outlines of a beard here, 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 and a moustache that's growing back a bit quicker than every other part of my body. There's lots of reasons why men prefer to have beards rather than not having beards. Me personally, I think that having a beard makes my face look a lot less lumpy, because if you imagine rubbing your fingers along your face without all of that hair in the way, it's all lumpy because of my jawline and my chin. Having a beard makes it all go a lot smoothly through, and having a beard can also give you a sense of manliness, and it's also a very nice accessory to have on a cold day because it keeps your chin nice and warm. Your typical basic bro will also devote 90% of his weekend towards his fantasy football team. I'm sure that there were thousands of people across the country that just wanted to smash their phone into 1,000 pieces when they saw Richarlison headbutt that guy in the Bournemouth v Everton game last weekend, because everyone had hopped onto that bandwagon that he was going to get loads of goals in an Everton shirt, so they all included him in their team. And then he got a red card and cost them like 10 points. But that's just how it goes with basic bros. They care so much about their fantasy football team that when they get it right, they're absolutely delighted with themselves. When they get it wrong, they're absolutely fuming. Another TV show that basic bros will typically watch is Family Guy. I personally love Family Guy, although I probably can't watch the first and the second series of Family Guy without being a little bit uncomfortable because of how how different the animation is and how different all of the voices are, because Family Guy's been airing for about 20 years now. But I still love the series' slapstick humour and its inside jokes and all of that. Personally, my favourite episode is one called Meet the Quagmires, where Peter Griffin goes back in time to 1984 to a party while he's 18 and all of that, but he accidentally resets the time, so when he comes back to the present, he's married to Molly Ringwald, and Lois is married to Quagmire, and all of the kids, like Chris, Meg, Stewie, they've all got massive Quagmire chins, and it's just hilarious to see what could have been if Lois had married Quagmire, and it's also hilarious to see Peter Griffin trying to go back in time to fix everything, because it takes him about 100 attempts to get it right. It's just a hilarious episode, and I love it, yeah. What you just saw there was a quick montage of how basic guys typically pose for photos. You might have noticed one thing in common with all of those photos: none of them involved smiling. That's right, basic bros do not smile for photos, trust me. They only do things like what you saw in that montage. So the simple way to be a basic bro when you're having a photo taken is to keep your mouth under control and don't smile. Couldn't be any more simpler than that, really. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, how a basic bro dresses. As you can tell from the fact that I've now got a snapback on, basic bros always wear snapbacks. And if they don't wear snapbacks, they wear baseball caps backwards. That's with this part at the back of your head. I don't really know why they do it, but apparently it's really cool to do that. And the great side effect of having a snapback on, or a baseball cap the other way around, is that when you take it off, your hair has already been styled up, so you don't have to use gel on it. So that's a great side effect of having a snapback on. Another thing that basic bros always do, and it's something that lots of girls always do, so they've kind of jumped onto that bandwagon of what girls do, it is ripped jeans. Literally all the time you see girls wearing ripped jeans, and now and it seems that guys are now finally hopping onto that bandwagon. Whether or not you're buying jeans that are naturally ripped, or they've just ripped at the knees because of how much you've worn them, having a ripped jean right around the knee area, that's a very, very key sign that a guy is dressing to be basic. But the number one thing that identifies a basic bro in terms of what they're wearing is this next thing. Something that a lot of girls don't agree with, but I'm personally definitely for: socks and sliders. Yeah, that's a huge debate amongst boys and girls whether socks and sliders is actually a cool thing. I personally definitely approve of it because it's easy. You can use sliders at the beach, so you don't have to buy actual slippers for when you're in the house, because they're just as useful in the house. And yeah, it just makes them incredibly versatile. You can pop them on whenever you want. You can use them wherever you want, and it neglects you having to have 3 or 4 pairs of shoes, so they're very, very useful, trust me. So there you have 6 tips on how to be a basic bro. Like I said at the start of this video, don't forget to leave the video a big fat thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on people who consider themselves basic. Subscribe right now if you want to join our incredible RB army, and take care, have a great rest of your day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and as always, when life pulls you down, just pull up and go. Peace!